Biden pardon. Karine Jean-Pierre may have just given the most shameless press conference ever. I don't know. I haven't seen the clip yet, but I wouldn't doubt it. There is absolutely no shame in her and her lies. She's been caping for the Biden administration's and the thing is, she's not good at it. She's a terrible press secretary. Jen, what's her name? Jen Psaki was way better. Even though I can't stand her either. At least she was decent at spinning spinning things. Karine Jean Pierre is just one of the worst press secretaries I believe ever. All because she checked the boxes, she got the job, not because of her merit. And you have to be able to be a good speaker and be able to be a good debater to be a press secretary, I believe. And she is neither of those things. So we're gonna play the clip. We're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from Red State, from Bucci. They report that it has been nearly a week since President Joe Biden pardoned his degenerate son, and the White House is finally getting around to answering questions on the matter. When Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre took the podium on Friday, she did so in the face of over a year of falsehoods told by her and her administration regarding the matter. Would the press let her off the hook? The short answer is no, and we'll get to the clips momentarily. It should be mentioned, though, that Jean Pierre tried to duck the issue by refusing to call on Fox News and other more critical outlets. Of course, because she really don't have a legitimate answer to why he said one thing and did another. He totally lied. But Philip Melanchthon Wegman said, notably, the White House press secretary did not call on Fox News or a number of the other more skeptical outlets during the first on-camera briefing after President Biden pardoned his son Hunter. Other reporters did pick up on the slack, and Jean Pierre proceeded to turn in perhaps the most shameless press conference in presidential history. That included lying about a poll claiming that 64% of Americans approved of the pardon. The actual number is 34. How do you get it that wrong? You do it on purpose. You lie. You basically lying. He also was Philip also tweeted out, notably the White House uh, press secretary did not call on Fox News or a number of other more skeptical. Oh, I'm sorry. This is just the same. Why did they show this one again? That's weird that they will put that again. But let's just get to the clip. Oh, we'll get to the clip in a second. Perhaps Jean Pierre doesn't understand how lying works, but if you repeatedly tell the American people that the president is unequivocally not going to do something, and then he does, it means he and she lied. That's true. This is a lie. Like, how can you say, well, he didn't lie? He did lie. If you say you're gonna do something, and then you say, well, I take it back. You say you're not going to do something, and then you go and do it. You lied. I mean, it's plain and simple. Children understand this concept. It's not that difficult. But if there was still a decision to be made, which is what she's suggesting, then she and the administration had no business insisting a pardon would happen under no circumstances. Yeah, they don't get to have it both ways. As to the garbage about the Biden, how Biden wrestled with it, making it sound like he was deciding whether to declare war or something. It's the same insulting school marm slick Jean Pierre has promulgated since becoming press secretary. While she talks down to people, the rest of us know Biden was always going to pardon Hunter because we are idiots. We've been saying it from the beginning that he was lying the entire time. Everyone knew he was lying the whole time. But this was planned from the moment he pleaded guilty. That's why he pleaded guilty and was convicted in the other case. And the White House decided to mislead the public for political gain. Yeah, and that's the whole reason why he pleaded guilty. And this is the whole reason why the DOJ charged him with some of the his lesser offenses. I mean, it was a weak gun charge at that. And then you got the weak tax stuff. They charged him they didn't get him for not registering as a foreign agent, which is one of the biggest crimes that he committed, on top of um, the money laundering and stuff like that. But regarding the poll, she's talking about the YouGov poll, and she's conflating 64% of Democrats with the entirety of the American people. The article goes on to say, as I noted earlier, the actual number for everyone is just 34% approval. And when she pressed again online about the pardon, Jean-Pierre got testy. So let's get to that clip. Here we go.
The next time that the president says he will or won't do something, why should the American people believe him?
I answered that question. I don't have anything else to add.
What is your
I
answer?
answered the question.
Can you
I
explain it
answered
in
the
a way that's
question.
understandable?
I can't speak to you understanding the question or not, or my answer or not on this. I don't have anything else to say. I'm not going to relitigate this. I did that on Monday for 30 minutes. I went back and forth. I laid out. I said, please read the president's really comprehensive statement on this. And I even said the last paragraph of that statement, he talks directly to the American people. And that's how I answered that question.
Diversity hire. This is what happens when you pick diversity over merit. But truly, she is the worst press secretary to ever stand behind a podium. That's what I said. That's what I've been saying since she started. She is the worst. Like, this is one of the worst administrations. You had the worst president in Joe Biden, the worst vice president in Kamala Harris, the worst press secretary, the worst what's Buttigieg job? The the head of the secretary of what is it? Travel or whatever he is. I can't remember the name of the title. It slips my mind. He's one of the worst ever. I mean, this is one of the worst administrations in our history. This is crazy. But we are talking about psychotic levels of lying to the point where I'm not sure even Jen Psaki would have given that performance. That's what I was saying. She's not as bad. She's even at least Jen Psaki was good at spinning and talking and debating and stuff like that. Jean Pierre has absolutely no skills when it comes to that. I'll never understand how someone can lie like that and not feel guilty. Does Jean Pierre not have the capacity to feel shame? I don't think she does. I don't think she does at all. She thinks she's above everyone and can just say whatever she wants, and the people are going to believe it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.